Hello ladies, I'm back today. I'm having some trouble with my phone and hopefully I got that straight. So I'm just doing a fun video today, something quite different than usual. I got a huge box of supplies, Reborn doll supplies, so I thought I'd go through those and show you those real quick. It might be something interesting, and I will show you what, as artists, what we do with those, with each item or supply. So here's a huge box. I got this from my bestie. It's a really big box of Reborn supplies. And I'll be making, from now on, I'm making Reborn dolls to finance my silicone doll making. So, and my friend sent me so many supplies that it will likely be enough for the next 2 years at least. So here is a big Ziploc bag, and most of you might recognize these as different types of makeup sponges. These looks like the kind in the egg, and there's some wedges here, makeup wedges. And when we reborn, we use these to apply paint and to actually blend paint on the doll and to take excess paint off. So we use those for a lot of different things. And some of these aren't even opened. So this is a huge bag of all different types of makeup wedges. And like I said, we use those to apply paint, to remove paint, and to blend sometimes. So there's those. And here is 2 big bags of preemie clothes. And I pulled the clothes out, looked at them last night, and it's probably about 20 pieces of preemie clothes. And as y'all know, preemie clothes are very expensive and are difficult to find. So I'm really excited about that. I'm going to use some of these clothes for my personal babies in my collection. And some of these will be going in the custom, when I sell babies or make custom babies, they'll be going with them. So here are some of them, all different colors, a lot of grays and basic colors. I really like the basic colors. There's some grays and some blacks and whites. Those are blue. So you might be seeing some of my babies with these on. These are just mainly onesies. There's a doggy one, a little set. So there's those. And this is what's taking up most of the room in the box. 2 bags, or partial bag of Polyfill. And this goes in the soft body of the Reborns to help fill them out and to give them shape in their body. So it's Polyfill. And there's another big bag of Polyfill. Huge bag, hasn't even been opened yet, so that will be good for all the babies. And here is a bag of all kinds of stuff. I don't know if you can see that, but the white round things, those are plugs, and they're also rings. The plugs are used to help keep the weighting in the limbs and in the head without it coming out, but I don't always use those. But they can be used for different things. And they can also, I was just recently told, those plugs can be used in the head and the neck of silicone dolls to help stabilize them. So I'll be using those. And there's those round hollow things are neck rings. And you can also use the smaller ones to put the rings in the limbs, and those help your baby to be able to poseable. You can move the arms and legs in different poses, in different positions. And those are nice, really good. I like to be able to pose the babies. There's some empty containers for mixing paints. There's some toothpicks, and we use the toothpicks to get the paint out of, because you only use a tiny bit of paint, like the size of maybe a grain of rice, if that big. Here's some special Q-tips with the rounded points. Those are used also for painting. Some magnets for passies, you can see right there. Some magnets for passies, and the magnet goes inside one magnet goes inside the head, the opposing magnet goes outside on the back of the passy to make the passies connect to the baby. So that's mainly what that is. All kinds of, and there's some zip ties up here. I don't know if you can see that at the very top. The zip ties go in the limbs and the neck to help the limbs and neck stay on. Here are some pantyhose, knee highs. These are used for when you weight the baby, you put the crushed glass, or some people use craft sand. You put the crushed glass inside the pantyhose and tie it like it's a little sack, and you put those into the body. You put those into the body. Maybe depending on how big the baby is, either one sack or two of these, and it helps weight the baby, make the baby feel more real. Here is another, this is a colorful bag, another bag of sponges, all different kinds as you can see. Again, like the makeup sponges, you use those for applying paint and taking off excess and blending. You see the ones right here with the holes in it? You can buy them like that where they already have the natural holes in it, or, I don't know if you can see, you can pull the holes yourself with tweezers, that make you see on that one, in the makeup sponges. And the holes, the holes in the sponges are used to make the baby's skin like the modeling effect when you paint. So that's when you see all the little holes in the paint, not in the paint, but you see the effect of the holes. It looks like the modeling of the baby's skin. So that's how you achieve that. So here's another big bag of all types of sponges. Like I said, these are going to last me at least 2 years, probably more than that. So I'm really excited. Have all these supplies. This goes on the bottom. This is a mat, like a silicone or rubber mat. This goes on the table, or that's where you usually put it. Yeah, on the bottom. And over that, you might recognize this. Some that have had babies. This is human babies of your own. This is a very heavy duty. I don't even have one that's heavy, which is great. Very heavy duty baby bottle rack for drying. But for Reborns, you use this. You put the limbs and the head on these and let them sit there, and they can dry while you're waiting, to paint the next limb or the next part. So this is how that works, and I believe this goes underneath it, likely. But I can also use this, and maybe it'll lay my smaller silicones out on that to dry on the mat. Next, we're going to get to something funny. My friend just put a random leg in there. It's a big leg. This is for a Tibby toddler, I believe, standing toddler. This is just a random leg, and you use these to practice your painting on. But I think I'm going to use it for something for Halloween, something crazy, maybe make something cute, I don't know, out of it. Paint it up and use it for something. So there's a random leg. And here's the exciting part. See all these different types of paints? These are the paints you use. And I'm turning it so you can see how small the jars are. They're very small, but you only use a tiny, tiny bit of paint. Like I said, use a toothpick, and you get an amount of paint out that's probably about the size of a grain, or size of a piece of rice. Not maybe even too much paint, and you mix it with thinner. Anyway, look at all these beautiful colors. And I'm excited about this because these are not the pre-mixed kind. These, you mix these different colors to make these different colors together to make your own shade, to make your own paint that you want. And most of the ones I have now, I don't mix. Not all of them, but most of them I don't. So I'm going to have fun mixing up these colors. See all these pastel colors? You can use these for fantasy or human babies. You can, like I said, you can mix your own colors with these. And this is a lot of paint. It's probably about 40 or 50 jars of paint, and little jars of paint here, and they will go a long way. There's with all the colors, name of the colors on the top of the lid. So I'm very excited about these paints. Here is 2 huge jars. You can see, and you might not say, well, that's not that big, but it's huge for painting. These are matte. They call it matte finish, and it's about the consistency of similar to Vaseline. So there's 2 big jars of this. This goes on after you've painted the entire baby, and it goes on to, not to seal, because once you cook the paint, heats that paint, it's sealed. This goes on to prevent shine in the future, so your babies don't get shiny. And you have to bake it several times. And if you see a baby and it comes up looking white and chalky, then this has not been cooked enough, and it's not cured. So that is what this is, Matt. And I'm very excited. This will last me a long time. I'm getting ready to get low on Matt, so this will be great for my babies. So that's Matt. And I hope this video is not boring to y'all, but I thought it might be kind of fun just to show you a day in the life of a reborn artist and what the different items and supplies we use, what we use them for. This is a bag of glue, basically. This is gem tack. This glue can be used to glue on wigs, to glue hair inside the head. Once it's rooted, you go back and put a layer of glue inside the head to seal in the hair once it's rooted, but that goes on inside the head. There's a thing of a clear silicone that can be used for different things. You can use that in silicone painting for some things, but you can also use it for like repairs and things like that on dolls. This is E6000 glue. I don't know if you can see that in the silver. This is clear. This also can be used for sealing hair inside the head, but most people use it for to make the pacifiers and to glue the magnets inside the head and on the passy. That's what we use that for. And all this you can get it at Walmart, most of these things. And like I said, the last thing, here we go to the empty box, is another box of hose to put the weighting in. So I hope this was fun video and kind of a little bit interesting. I hope it wasn't too boring. I'll let you look at the supplies over here so you don't have to look at the box. Hope it wasn't too boring, but I thought it was just something different, kind of a different video. So I hope y'all have a wonderful day. I hope you have a blessed day. Each and every one of you are important to me, and you're always in my prayers and my thoughts. And I'll be back later today with another video. I'll do a changing video of Tempest. I think that's what I'm going to do. And I'll be back later this week with a video talking about updates on the Reborn Doll giveaway. And the good news is we're moving closer to the subs, 150 subs, so that I will start painting the June kit for the giveaway. Anyway, I just wanted to give you a little bit different video today. I hope this kind of showed you a day in the life of a reborn artist. So I will talk to you soon.